Alright everybody, how you all doing today? Welcome back! Right. Hopefully you guys are all having a great day so far. Hey Mr. Viking, how you doing buddy? So, let me bring the stream up actually on my phone. Just make sure everything's going okay. Yep, there we go. Cool. Hey T Miller, how you doing bud? Doing great yourself? Not too bad, thanks. So I've got some coffins and some surfboards to get rid of. So this is going to be what I'm doing to start off with. Fun and games. Right. Now, one thing I do need to get down is obviously the surfboard sell point. That's one thing I do not have down yet, so I have no idea where the heck I'm going to put it yet. Kind of thinking up in well, basically the mine area up the top here temporarily. So let's get these coffins unloaded first of all, and there we go. If you're not following Mr. T Miller there, guys, make sure you click on the link and make sure to give him a follow. Phew, there we go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, did I say Viking? T Miller. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's gonna be one of those days. Been painting all day, and it's been a pain in the bum, that's for sure. And there's one from Mr. Vike. Oh, T Miller read my mind. Let me jump in Discord. Actually, there we go. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Cool. Yeah, running a little behind. I want. Hey,
Hello,
Mr. Viking.
Mr. Billy.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Good. Glad to hear it, buddy. Glad to hear it. Right.
Enjoying my new upgrade on my PC.
Oh yeah. You've been a busy boy, haven't you?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Hey,
Hey,
Dave.
boss. How you doing?
Hi. Hi, girls.
And Mr. Scurvy, how are you doing, sir?
Hello. I'll be here for a few minutes there, Billy. So
Okay,
gotta go
cool.
work
Hey,
out.
Neil.
And hey, Neon. So let's see.
Hello.
Just gonna put this down here temporarily. I think that's about right. Yep. I think I'll go with something like this.
Before I do, Billy,
Yes. What did I do?
you do everything wrong, of course.
Oh, nothing.
Everything.
Scurvy, thank you very much for the resub for 22 months. Holy heck. Wow.
I think I was one of your first. I was your first.
Yeah, it was you or NBC. So yeah.
I beat NBC by a few seconds.
Yeah.
And he still holds that against me to this day. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Oh, it's all
Billy
it's all
is a
good.
nuisance.
But yeah, thank you very
We'll
much.
be gone in 2 weeks. I apologize.
Uncle
for the
Henry, how you doing?
inconvenience.
Juno, and obviously, what one was that? Was that Oppies? I missed it. But yeah, so I do need a little get this down. So I'm just gonna put this here temporarily. I will go through and probably reassign it somewhere else. But something like that would be fine, I think. As long as I can access the back for the minute, that's fine. Oh, there you are, Oppies. How you doing? Hey, Farmer Marks, how you doing? So there is quite a few things being updated this week, if you were not aware. I've already sent Dave over a link for everything that I've basically done this week and last. So, yeah. Oh, heck, wrong way. I'm using my keyboard. I'm kinda not quite with it yet. But yeah, I've spent most of the day painting and doing a bit of decorating. Oh, I'm just exhausted.
Painting.
Yes. We're redoing our kitchen at the minute and dining room area. So, yeah. It's going from being yellow to being yellow. Yeah, I didn't choose the colour, my wife did. She wanted yellow again, so why not? But and obviously we went out the other day, got the paint and everything, and I thought, oh yeah, this is great, that's nice. Obviously last night I sort of did a little tester as you would normally, and it sort of came through more green than yellow. So I've ended up having to go out, rush out this morning, and actually buy some white paint just to use as like an undercoat. So yeah, so we've got the white done and actually gone through and added at least one layer of paint today for the yellow. Obviously the kitchen's got, so basically a kitchen dining room all in one. It's kind of a nice little thing. It's very spacious though, but the kitchen itself is going to be yellow, and then the dining room sort of area is going to be wallpapered. And it's sort of a blue bricky sort of effect. It's kind of nice. Mr. NBC, there he is. Thank you for the resub for only 19 months. Oh, Scurvy, you're just ahead of him. But yeah, well, thank you very, very much. So, a few things that are going to be getting updated this week that I've sent over to Dave. So the first thing is going to be McCain, because I just went right past it. So if you didn't see this the other day, obviously I've gone through, I've added in a booster, master booster, I should say. But obviously, if you guys are not following like Mr. Dajnet, Scurvy, NBC, Master Dad, or any of those guys part of the SGA, make sure to click on their links when they get shown and follow them. I'm going to do Mr. Master Dad. There he is. Obviously, each one is a great content creator. They do different things. That's the thing what makes them so special. Me, I'm really boring. I just do farm sim. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, obviously I have been kind of busy. I've added in some packaging into McCain as a master booster. And what I've done, if you actually pay attention where the pallets go, that is where you're going to be unloading your packaging, just so you guys are aware. The other update to the McCain factory is this fence. Obviously, I mentioned the other day a lot of people have been having issues getting in it, getting out of it. So what I've actually done, on the side of the building here, is a little note that says hide the fence. And if you just use your left mouse button, it's actually going to remove all of that fence around the factory. If you wanted to leave it off, you're more than welcome to. You could replace it with another fence if you like. You're very, very welcome there at NBC. But obviously, a lot of people have mentioned about having issues getting in and out. Obviously, if you don't want to replace the fence, you could actually bring it back once you've dropped off your load or whatever. Just by going back to that same spot, hit the left mouse button, and it'll come back, as you can see right there. Kind of cool, I like it. So that's the first thing that's getting updated this week from me. The next thing coming down here is going to be the logistics center. It's a quick update for that, just adding in the products from the Kellogg's factory, which is coming this week. Mr. JD Fan did it, and he's actually now sent that over to Dave. He's also added in trash, so that'll be coming out as well this week. Obviously, I've also gone through and done something that I'll show you later. It's the Craft Factory. I'll have to load up my test map to show you. It looks kind of cool, but yeah. Hey there, not so grumpy dwarf. How's it going, bud? So I've obviously added in the products from Craft and the Kellogg's factory into the logistics center, and obviously sent that off to Mr. Dave. The next update from me is going to be the concrete factory. I run through all this the other day. Obviously, master boosters of sacks have been added in. The trigger in here is now set right to the front, so you get 2 rows right at the front, so you can drive in, pick up. I actually dropped the bit of metal thing that was there, the slider, because it was kind of interfering with the pallets coming in. But yeah, if you're not following Mr. Nuts Grumpy, make sure to click on his link, give him a follow. And Billy Bob, thank you very much for the posture check. I am good. Right, yeah, so that's been sorted. Obviously, if you did want to push them that little bit further, the pusher is still there and active. So that's that. Obviously, I did move the player trigger from all the way over there to here. Makes life a little bit easier to spawn your pallets out. Obviously, I've also added in trash. And obviously the trash will spawn in here, this little area between the two bins, if you want to pick them up manually. Still can't see the one set of buddies. It'll be somewhere. It could have maybe even dropped it below the map. I have no idea. But yeah, I'm sure you'll find it eventually somewhere. Now, one thing to bear in mind, obviously, with the seasonal events, depending on where Dave's put them, they could end up on top of a building. So bear that in mind. Personally, from what I've seen, a lot of them are actually located above a driveway or a road. So just keep your eyes out really for that. So yeah, this one is a lake. All right, yeah. It may be that it's actually underneath the. Actually, are you in winter at the minute there, not so grumpy? Because it may be that it's actually underneath the ice plane. No, okay. That's an interesting one. Yeah, not sure. But yeah, it'll definitely be somewhere on a land you own anyway, so obviously if you notice where the lake is, you could technically, like I mentioned to you in Discord the other day, is go in, see where that bunny is, and maybe relocate it to a pallet that you know the location of. Maybe have it just sort of offset to it. That's one way of doing it. So back to the quick updates. So obviously just the last thing as well. For unloading the sacks, it will be here. Why is that there for? That shouldn't be there. Might have to do a quick update later. It should be right here. Dag nang it. Yeah, I forgot to move the unload icon there. So yeah, that's going to be for the sacks. The other thing as well is JD Fan also found out that for some strange reason, since clean fill was added to the concrete factory, the fill plane doesn't raise up with gravel. I'm not sure exactly why. They run off the same node. It's possible that they just don't work
Because they can't
together.
run off the same node.
Yeah.
They can, but
No,
you
they
didn't
can't.
set them up.
They're
Did
both
you set up a mix?
a mix? What do you mean mix?
A mix. A mix meaning that concrete and, mix one. We do it in like the seed maker, but either concrete or.
Yeah, I've got it as mix one for gravel, mix one for.
Then it should work
It doesn't.
with it regardless because it's the same product.
Yeah, it doesn't. So what I've actually gone through for the minute. Hey, Jeffro and KW, by the way. What I've done temporarily for the minute till I figure out how to get both of them working with the fill plane is I've deactivated the clean fill from raising, but the gravel will raise up the fill plane for the now. But yeah, I had no idea. Actually, I'll even show you actually desktop. Let me find the concrete factory. Maybe I'm missing something. I don't know. Concrete factory. So here's this. So if I scroll down, now obviously in each line you got mix one for the gravel, mix one for the clean fill, and obviously that's on each of these. Obviously I've scrolled, when I scrolled down to the fill plane, obviously now normally this wouldn't be green, but you can see.
Yeah, I don't know if it can. I don't know if it's set up to work with two of them actually.
Yeah. So obviously I've used just the gravel fill plane, the same as it was before, and yeah, it's just not working. So yeah.
Yeah.
That has basically been
The clean fill probably resets it.
Yeah,
It would be my guess.
Obviously, I was getting it to work with clean fill, but not the gravel, and it seems like that seems to be the common thing with everyone. So for now, it's going to work with gravel, not the clean fill, because I'd imagine more people are using gravel anyway. So if I can figure this out on getting,
you'd probably have to set up a second fill plane just for clean fill.
That's what I was thinking, or possibly a third product that combines the two, kind of like how we do with the animals and stuff, where you have like all the cats in one category type thing. Might have a play around over the weekend. We'll see if I can get this sorted out for the next update anyway. So that's that. Let me go back to here because you don't want to see me popping up and everything. Dave's voice is very low, is it? Okay. I can up him if need to be.
I don't plan on talking anymore, so he'll be fine. No, I'm kidding.
He's on 104 140 at the minute, so I'll just up them to...
140?
I
You got
know.
sound issues.
No, I just turned Discord down in OBS because everyone's different, so... Yes, there we go. But then again, I don't want them to overpower me, so that's fine. He is louder than you, Billy. Oh, okay. Actually, let me see if I can listen in again, because I've got rid of my thing.
Listen in
Ba, ba,
again.
ba, 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 ba. Mind you, I'm jacked up to 100% on OBS. The farm sim is on full. Discord I do have a little bit low. But it's up here. There you go.
Yeah?
I need to lower it. Where is it? Well, we'll see. We will see. Let me drop that down. Actually, the game is a little bit loud, so let's drop that down as well. I'll keep mine. So I've got mine currently on full. I've just dropped the game down a little bit lower than that. That's down to 30. Discord, yeah. We'll see how that goes anyway. Anyway, so yeah. That's obviously the update for the concrete factory that's coming. The steel factory, same thing again. Master booster is now being added in of packaging, and that'll be going into the trigger at the back of the building there. Trash has been added, and obviously this is going to be the spawn area. Obviously I do want to get on and do some work today. I have come through with this building and redone it so it actually spawns from the bottom up as it's building rather than top down. Pain in the butt, but yeah, that is what it is. And obviously spawning the pallets now is at the front. There's 2 rows set up that go literally from the left to the right fully, so that's kind of cool. Obviously got craft, which I'll show you later. What else did I put in? Obviously got the Tashikat's rescue coming this week. Let me get one little thing. Alcoa, that was the other one. Obviously, a few people mentioned that the fill planes were coming up above the ground, so I've just dropped them down a little bit, so they should be all good now. The glass factory, obviously I mentioned the other day, tweaked the figures, doubled it, so you should be getting more product out quicker. The goat shed that I've done is now being updated to add in different fences, and obviously some of those fences do come with gate options as well. Okay, pallet coal, just a quick one. I mentioned it the other day, is obviously in pallet coal. If any of you guys have noticed, when you get close to the building, there's like a really weird collision there. I've actually gone into the i3D and deleted it. It didn't cause any issues, so as you can see, you can actually get right up to the building there without having any issues. Apart from me.
Oh, that is nice.
Yeah. Actually, let me turn that off so I can walk properly. So yeah. Hopefully I've got the right version. Yeah, so obviously there was like a collision just there, and one on the other side, and obviously you can actually see that it's fully gone now. You can't even see the outline for it, so yeah, there we go. So that is now sorted out, so you can actually put them up next to each other nicely. What else? Steel factory, barrel logistics, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So apart from showing you guys the craft factory, that's it really. So yeah. Obviously, Dave's gone through updating the houses and apartments to use, obviously, the new animals from Tashikat's rescue. So, yeah, definitely getting there. So, got to try and figure out what next to do. So, hey, I can't wait for the update. Yeah, exactly. So, there's quite a lot already there. Obviously, we've still got another, 24 hours roughly, just over, until the release, so who knows what else we might get in there as well.
Nothing, unless you're planning on it.
The other thing I was thinking of is Cargill. I do need to add in a bail trigger to the, for people. Totally forgot about that. I had a little look earlier. Dummy me. But yeah. One thing now, obviously, I'm trying to get as much done before the UK kids break up for summer, because I am planning at the minute on taking some time off over the summer holiday. maybe just a week, maybe two. Not sure yet. Have to wait and see. But yeah, that is something that I wanted to do. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I want the other tractor with the trailer, and he is there. So yeah, want to try and get as much as I can done. So yeah. But yeah. Did you actually, out of interest, because obviously I'll probably attack Cargill next. Do you want any boosters or master boosters added to it?
No, it doesn't. Well, sacks usually go into Cargill
Yep.
for
Okay.
food.
I can add sacks into that.
That's about it.
Okay. The other thing is people have been asking whether we could add in the bulk unload option for the product in there. Obviously you've got TMR in there already that comes out as a bulk, but obviously where certain fill planes would need to be added, I think that'd cause an issue, wouldn't it? Unless they're already in the
You'd have
map.
to add all the fill planes in to the map.
Yeah, would that cause any issues?
It wouldn't cause issues other than I don't feel like doing it right now.
Obviously I could add it into Cargill if need be.
I don't know why you'd have to add a silo in.
Well, that's easy enough to do.
Uh,
I can just duplicate what's there already. Have it basically as it was in 19, where you had the two sides, one side for unloading like most of the products, and then the other side for the like TMR. Actually, I could set it up so each side outputs the same stuff. It's on that side. Side here.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, because obviously I was going to do it sooner actually, but I wasn't sure if that would actually cause an issue being a tip to ground being added to the map.
You can't add tip to ground to those.
Right.
You don't have to add it to them, but they won't be tip to groundable.
Okay. Hey JD, how you doing? Okay. I'll see if I can get it working error-free and get that for maybe next week, okay guys? I know a few people have asked, so obviously I need to maybe put a pen again. Where the heck's my pen? There it is. And Mr. Nico, how you doing, buddy? Alright, yeah, so I've got a huge pile right here of, as you can see, surfboards and stuff collecting, so I really need to get these out of the way. There's that. And as you can see, some are even spawning or dropping just below that top level. So that could be also another issue some people have with some of these surfboards, where they're piling up and piling up and piling up. Are you gonna all go on? Please go on. Please go on. I just need to make a quick note. So Cargill add sacks and loose silo. Okay. Coolio, coolio, coolio. Not doing too bad, but yeah, it's kind of weird, Mr. Nico, how your frame rate seemed to have just suddenly dropped quite recently. Very, very strange. Oh, I really hate this.
Did you put a bunch of conveyors in?
Oh, I've got a ton. No, not tons, but a fair few. Let's put that there.
They will drop frame rates, and a
Yeah,
lot of people have been experiencing them. It's all up to your system.
you've got a few of you. Well, to be honest, yes, they will. Now, obviously, I've got quite a beefy machine as it is, like Dave does. And overall, I haven't really seen much of an issue. Obviously, my frame rates here are quite low because of all these pallets. So obviously, I've got like 22, 23, but normally it's not too bad. There we go. So yeah.
Yeah, but if you don't have like a 4 gigahertz CPU, you might want to steer away
Yeah.
because
Also,
they will. That's where it's.
yeah, and obviously it has been mentioned quite a few times before. Unless you do have quite a decent system, try and stay away from the conveyors because they will really eat up your system. There you go. See if I can get these on here. I'm hoping so. that. Yes, so it's a bit of a tidy up at the minute for me. It's a bit annoying, but there's that, there's that. Come on. Are you all gonna go in there? Please say you do. Oh, I think I've got one more there. There's that. Mind you, I've even got a bunny still left over from spring. It's terrible. There we go. There we go. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yay! Now then, this is going to be where the fun really begins. Try to balance this guy on top. Yeah. Obviously, I know that video that you sent me earlier, where it's building a bridge. Obviously, that is going to be processing as well, so that could potentially cause an issue as well. So, but yeah. Come on, don't fall off. Good. Got you just in time. There we go. Now, obviously, one thing to bear in mind, obviously, if you're transporting pallets as well, guys, that is going to cause a huge frame rate drop for you guys. Obviously, on here I've got, what's that, 23? 22, sorry, pallets there. Okay, that's not much, but as you can see, my frame rates are actually dropping as I'm moving. Now, what that is the game has to update each time that pallet moves, and obviously that's where your frame rates also drop. And obviously, if you're going through with 160 pallets or more on a trailer, that is really going to stress your systems out. Obviously, one thing I would recommend is on the in-game mod hub that 82 Studios has his TLX pack, and also Hispano Modding have a container pack. Obviously, last stream I did show off how to edit them, and I know Viking's also done a little short video on showing that as well. It might be worthwhile going through grabbing them if you're going to be transporting your pallets manually. It does make life so much easier because it actually removes those pallets temporarily off of the map.
And here's the link.
There you go. And obviously, Mac, thank you very much for that stretch. I can do that whilst going over the bridge. Yeah. Oh, I really wish my back would crack. It's been playing me up for the last few days. And Mr. Viking with a hydrate, thank you.
You're probably just getting old, Billy.
Yeah, how do coffins and surfboards spawn? So, in the... hang on a sec. So, what you would need to do is come into where your PV mods are, and under others, there is this right here, the event center. What you need to do is place one of them down, and then allow time to pass in your save game. Basically what it does is it pulls resources from the weather, so your rain, your sun, your wind, stuff like that, and that is going to then produce your surfboards, your coffins, bunnies and presents throughout the year. Obviously each season has its own item that will spawn. So yeah, give that a go. Obviously you will need to allow it to run through at least an in-game year-ish before it actually starts producing anything. So just bear that in mind, you're not going to get anything straight away. It's the same with the mining shed. Obviously on plot 231, which is like the upper level of the mine there, there's 6 spawn areas along there that will spawn gems and rocks. Obviously you put down the mining shed, and same thing again, you've got to allow it to run through. Now obviously there is things like diamonds in there that take a little bit longer and need different resources to say a amethyst, so bear that in mind as well. But yeah, I've had quite a few gems out of there already. I've had what was it, those amethysts I've had aquamarinas, what you want to call them, out of there so far. I haven't had any diamonds yet, or emeralds I don't think so. But yeah, 1.6 million litres of gluten-free bread transported. a lot faster with the containers. Exactly. Exactly. It makes it like it's literally like how they had it in 19 with the easy auto load script where it removed them off of the map. Oh, Kinect bells is going to be fun. This little one. It's that one little bugger at the end there, sticking out, and now I'm stuck. What sell point do you need for coffins? So coffins can go into the morgue. That's where I just dropped them off. And obviously that will be under your PV mods. Others, I believe. It's either others or tier 1. Hang on. Let me find it. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum. I can never remember. Nope. Where are you? Morgue. Oh, there it goes. Tier 2, so it's right there. Obviously, this is a production, so you put your surfboards in, not your surfboards, your coffins into it, and what you'll actually get is filled coffins. And with your filled coffins, you will actually need to then take them to the graveyard. And obviously, that's under the sell points here, right at the front. And this can be placed anywhere you want. Obviously, I still need to place mine down. I've got a place I want to put it, but I haven't got around to buying that particular plot of land, so I may have to temporarily put it somewhere just to sell some coffins. And obviously that will then give you some money in return. With the surfboards, you got this surfboard, the surf sell point, bring that across, that you can take them to. Obviously at some point I do believe Mr. Dave is planning on adding in additional products to go into here for selling. Actually, that could be maybe something I could do for the next lot, if he lets me know what he wants to go in there. That's the thing. But yeah, blinking good money these things are. Look at that! Wow, holy heck! Harvest income. Plus, obviously, I'm getting that environmental score. It's not the greatest, but yeah, it'll do. I've just made what, about 500,000-600,000, maybe a bit more. Actually, nearly 1 million. Actually, thinking about it. But yeah, obviously bunnies and presents can go to, I believe it's Walmart. I think that's where it was. But obviously in your menu it should show for those ones anyway.
Bank is presents, Walmart is the bunnies.
There we go, thank you. I always get that one mixed up, but yeah. Yes, I haven't had, I don't think I have had presents. Yeah, actually, yeah. Thinking about it, last Christmas I did go to the bank. So yeah, there we go. Righty. Let's take you back to the farm. I may need you later. The containers are very similar to a box truck used in FS17 earlier for keys. Yeah, exactly. It's literally like that. And if you're wondering what containers we're on about, it's obviously the ones by Hispano Modding. I'm on a little straight one. I've come into miscellaneous. These guys, I'll scroll right through. These here, right here, the standard containers. Obviously you got your 20 right up to 45-foot containers, which are really kind of cool. And as you can see, 240,000 litres is the maximum they'll go up to. But yeah, if you watch that little video that Viking posted, they will explain exactly what you need to do to the mod. But obviously that can be added to the TLX as well, mod pack with a flatbed. Yeah, it makes life so much simpler. I actually spent, was it a couple of hours yesterday in my bakery, filling up, I think it was about 5 different containers with different breads. Oh, that was fun. It makes life so much easier. Did Hispano Modern reply to your comment to change the time to product? So he did respond, bless his cotton socks. Obviously, I was going to speak to Dave at 82 Studios to see if he would do the same as well. So obviously, well, I think he's away at the minute, so it's probably going to be a little while before that actually gets changed. But he did test it. He messaged me direct saying, "Yeah, it worked perfectly fine. Thank you very much for letting me know about that." And he may look into doing it himself. Oh, one thing I wanted to ask Dave, as there's going to be an update this week. Can honey be added into the product category, please?
Maybe
Because we can't auto-load that with the containers at the minute.
with the containers.
Yes. You can use the obviously the auto-load, but if you've got like a buttload of pallets, it's yeah, you can't get it to loading.
Mm-hmm.
And it would be super if you could just add that one little product in.
I don't know if Giants will override it or not.
Yeah. Oh crap! I need lime.
Most likely it will, but we'll try. I'll see what happens.
Okay. Much appreciated if you could, and if it works. Yeah, it's kind of weird how it's not in a category. Oh, please say I've got some. Oh, dagnammit. Oh, okay. I need to take a trip. Do I? Don't I? Right. Nope, there's not going to be any of them. Please say I've got some on the go. I may have to buy some limestone. Oh, ooh. Lime. The other one. Nope. I think I may be okay. I might be okay. I might have to take a little trip over here. Let's see. Lime. 85 litres. Oh yeah, that's fine. Okay, I need to get a trailer over there. And get some lime. Eeny meeny miny mo. Just drop you off. Now, it's out of interest, has anybody had any issues unloading the Barrow Logistics at any time?
Unloading? No.
I haven't had any issues myself, but I know on Facebook that someone keeps mentioning they have tons and tons of issues with unloading it, and also having an issue with the autoload flatbed. It's kind of really weird. They've tried Surfin's one, they've tried Dave's one, they've tried the base game ones, and obviously they say they've got no errors or warnings in their log, and they're running all the current mods and stuff. I was wondering if anybody else has had that issue. Yeah, exactly, Grimwald. And obviously, I know that he's got the liquid container packs as well. Before he actually released it, he actually went onto Facebook and asked what people would like the containers to accept. And obviously everyone was going through saying, oh, I want this from this mod, this from this mod, this and so on and so on. I put a simple little comment saying, why don't you just do fill type categories, liquid, blah 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 blah, and it'll literally accept any product on any liquid product on any map without any warnings or errors. Obviously he went off. I think it was the next day he actually commented saying thank you very much, that worked perfectly. And obviously the nice thing is having that there as well, he doesn't then need to go later on if another mod comes out with another liquid type that gets added in. He doesn't have to go in and do another update to that pack, as it were, and then so on and so forth. So yeah, it does make life so much simpler just thinking outside of the box. Why have all these different products? Why not just do it, read it from a category rather than a fill type? So it does help. What did I want? Just tip or didn't I? So yes, I need a new trailer. But yeah, some people just, I don't know if it's just me, but they just don't think outside the box and think, oh, why don't we do it from a category rather than from the field type. So, but anyway, I just want to play one, I think. They're definitely unreal capacity. Now, what colour should I choose, guys? Any ideas? I've got purples at the minute. Let's see. Maybe a bit of... Actually, I don't want chrome this time. I've got chrome already. Steel, got red. Same for trailers using the bulk category. Exactly. But I know that a lot of people do, but some people obviously set them to like auger as well. And that'll then limit it to certain products as well. It's kind of annoying, but yeah, it'd be nice if it was just bulk on everything. Oh, I didn't mean to change that. I'm trying to figure out... Yeah, I think I'll go with the metallic on there. And I don't want pink yet. Yellow, no. Yeah, I think a bit of black will be fine. I'll slap a bit of chrome on there. Yeah, that's fine. Just buy you. Just get rid of that FPS because that just does my head and showing that all the time. Obviously, bear in mind, guys, I am using my keyboard and mouse, so if I tip over, that's the reason why. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, there we go. I do like this little thing, it's cool. Yeah, obviously I'm still waiting on not HG Studios, Hispano Modern to put out their little trailer pack, Super B, for the containers. That's going to make life so much easier. But yeah, this is what I did. Actually, like I was mentioning, I was at the bakery. If I jump here, now obviously I had this storage filled, about nearly half full. I've literally filled up 2 small containers over here. Obviously I've got wheat bread, obviously there's 120 pallets there. I've got oat bread, 120 there. That's the smallest ones. Over here I've got some of the big 45-foot containers. Now obviously this will do 240 pallets, I think it is. And each one is partly filled so far with a different type of bread. Obviously I've got some more spawning out as we're going, so what I can do is just load them straight into the containers as and when I get this area filled up. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. And if you haven't seen these, all you literally have to do... Actually, what pallets have we got there? Alright, so we've got potato, organic, corn. I'll show you potato. Let's see if we can find a potato. Oh, there's corn, so that will do. I'm just going to use sub strength for this to show you guys. Obviously, you could use a crane, leave it on the trailer if you wanted to. Now, if it's on a trailer, what you can do is open up this back door whilst you're in your truck to load them in. Now, obviously, you can, with the side loading ones, you can just walk up to it and you'll actually see in the F1 menu at the bottom there, enter vehicle E key. What you can do is actually go into it and press the N key, and that's actually going to open these doors on the side. Right, while they're opening up, as you can see, I've got a fair few in there. What you can actually do, make sure I've got the right one, so that's the corn, bread, potato, organic. All you literally have to do is drop them in the front there, and they will load into the container. And obviously that's removing them off of the actual map as well, so it's going to keep your frame rates up high. And obviously having it set up the way that I've shown you guys previously, you can like take any pallet that's on this map, apart from honey at the minute, and just throw them into a container so you can move them. Okay, I blame Dave because he was right. Delete the conveyors, restored my frames. There you go, that's a nice simple one. But yeah, you do need a beefy system to get them working. But yeah, if you wanted to shut them up afterwards, just tap back into them and hit the old E key and they'll close up. I love that, it's kind of cool. But yeah, I do need to get some trailers up here and get these moved at some point. I may have to do a cheaty like Dave and have them all in one trailer, going lengthways, so or sideways. So yeah, that is the ones by this is standard containers by Hispano Modding. Not so grumpy dwarf. They're on the in-game mod hub. You will need to do a slight edit to them, but yeah, go back and either watch my last stream or Vikings got a video post it up above. Actually, I'm going to pin it. So there we go. If you watch that video, it will show you exactly how to edit these so they work on this map. Anyway, so that's that. Right, he's getting there. I do need to get this lime work sorted out. One sec. Copy. Send me a link, dude. Send me a link. Dude. Dude. Really? Dude. There we go. Right, so there, I've sent you the link for the video, Mr. Not a Grumpy Dwarf, and for everyone, in Mod Hub, Hispano. Actually, he's doing one thing as well. Hispano modding with those standard containers. He's doing a Titan version where they have different company logos on them as well. So that's kind of cool. So I've also sent you a link for those containers, and if anybody wants those containers yourself and you don't have them already, there is the link on the in-game mod hub. There we go. But yeah, just watch through that video and you'll be sorted. Right, let's jump into here and let's get going, guys. I need to get this lime sorted out. Go, go, go. So in about, I say about 10-15 minutes, what I'll do is I'll take a quick reload of the game and I'll show you the craft factory. Now the craft factory and the Kellogg's, which are coming out this week, will both be buildable factories that you can place down anywhere you want. Obviously, one thing I do want Dave to do is just go through the XML for me to make sure that all the numbers are right. Obviously, I kind of kept them similar to what they were in 19, so hopefully I've done a good job this time around. You never know. I may have totally buggered it up, but I hope so.
Oh, trust me, they will be going through all the XMLs of all the factories before they get released.
Yeah. Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Because I know how you guys do things. OP craziness.
What can you do with hemp windrow? Absolutely nothing, because there's no such thing as hemp windrow now on the map. It's now just normal straw. Hey Pompies, how you doing? Obviously, if you've got hemp, hemp windrow. Hang on, was it hemp windrow you took out, or was it the
Flax.
Hemp
flax?
windows in there.
Okay, so yeah, so both of them can go to the textile factory. Sorry, I got mixed up there for just a sec. To make sacks and other products over there. I don't think there's any other uses for hemp at the minute, is there? CBD as well for the actual hemp itself. But the windrow, yeah, you can take that to the textile factory. There's too many. The easiest thing really is obviously Viking does have a spreadsheet set up. It's probably easier going over there because there is so many products on the map. It's actually kind of getting hard to keep track of everything.
I know nothing.
But yeah, just go over to the SGA Trello, and there's a whole spreadsheet set up by Mr. Viking regarding all the productions and stuff. But yeah, it was Flax windrow that was removed. I remember, yeah. Too many windrows, that's the problem. Hey G-Man, how you doing, buddy? There is no storage for hops at the minute, from what I understand. It's not actually, the only category it's in is product, but I don't think it can go into a normal pallet storage. So I think one has to be set up for that. And that's kind of weird. That is really, really freaky weird. And there is this spreadsheet I mentioned about. Thank you, Viking, for that.
You're welcome.
Actually, that could be something that Dave could sort out. Maybe a little storage for hops. He's probably ignored me now, see?
Yep. I'm not answering.
Yeah, I
David-
don't know if Boomhauer.
Dave is not available at the moment, Billy. I'll leave a message.
Yeah, we don't have anything for hop storage.
That's great. Stop freaking hoarding.
Yeah, exactly.
Be right back, guys.
Okay. Obviously, at the minute, the only place it takes it is Sam Adams Brewery. So
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know how it's going to be stored. That's the big thing because it currently is not a. It's neither a pallet or a fill type. It's all built into the. I mean, it's not a. It doesn't have a fill plane or a pallet, so we'd have to create something entirely new. Add it to one of those categories. It isn't going to be a pallet, you know. To get it back out, it's not going to be the same as it's going in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the problem.
Yes.
I have to look into it.
Yes, you will. Yeah, if we can get him out of 7 days to die, that'd be great. For a little while. But yeah, that's a tricky one actually, with the hobs. I've had quite a few people.
There are other things. There are other things in life other than Farming Simulator. It's amazing.
Is there? No, there isn't. Don't lie. God. Actually, this weekend, I'm going to try and take some time off from playing Farm Sim. I really want to try and load up a bit of 7 days and check it out myself. So, yes. If only these guys would stream a little bit earlier, I might even be able to jump in on like a multiplayer and learn a few things. But then again, you guys have all got mods, haven't you? So. I don't want mods.
Mods are easy.
They're cheaty.
There's only one, I think, on the server that is needed.
Yeah, to be honest, from what I understand, you've got like is it a bigger belt or something for picking up products after your hordes and stuff.
Bigger belts?
Is it a bigger belt? You know, like your storage on yourself.
Oh, a tool belt. We put a bigger tool. Yeah.
Yeah, that I can understand having, but oh, frick, another coffin! What the crap? But yeah, obviously, you get these people who have got like humongous amount of ammunition and.
Oh well, yeah. We don't have a lot of Most of ours are either cosmetic or the larger tool belt helps.
Yeah.
We have a 3-slot forge. It really isn't overpowering. Other than that, it's longer lasting loot bags. So if you're in a horde, you can collect a few more. That's not too much longer. We don't have the overpowered one.
Yeah.
And on a server, respawning vehicles is kind of essential, or you'll run out of vehicles to wrench. So they respawn every 30 days.
Right. Yeah.
But with that mod, and then other than that, most of it's cosmetic. Like when I run even on single player, it's cosmetic stuff, more building options. Build new pictures for the walls, for instance, decorative items for Apocalypse Flipper.
Okay, hey Billy, will the editing done to the containers except all the pallets and only certain product. It should actually accept all pallets that are actually in the product category. Now obviously all of the factories where they're adding in the pallets and registering the pallets in the mod pack, they're all basically registered into the product category. So yeah, it should accept everything on the map. Obviously right now the only one that so far that I know of that it doesn't accept is honey pallets. That's only because they're not in the category, but hopefully that'll be updated this week and fixed.
I don't know, because I don't think there has to be a map update this week.
Oh, dang it.
And I hate to, I don't want to do a map update just for a honey pallet.
In that case, I did have an idea. With the bee farms, obviously that's
You can add it into
registering.
that and register. It
Yeah,
doesn't register honey, but you could put it in the product list at bee farm.
that's what I was thinking. Then
It'd
you
be
wouldn't
much.
even need to worry about it.
I don't think there's anything that has to go in the map.
Okay,
To
cool.
be honest with you.
What I will do after I finish streaming today and done what I need to do, like the washing up and stuff, I'll actually go in and I'll see if I can register it with the bee farm guys, those honey pallets, so they go into
Be
the
better
product.
than
And
yeah.
that'll be added as well this week for the update. So
It'd be better than a 1.6 gig download for one little change like that. You know?
exactly, that makes life so much easier. So yeah. Hey there, surfing. But yeah, if you ever come across a pallet that doesn't go into those containers with the edit, let me know, and what I'll do is I'll go through and see if I can get it added in somehow in a different way. But obviously if it's something that's on this map, not something that's been like added in through the mod hub, as it were, if you get my drift. So yeah. But yeah, I've tested it on quite a few different pallets. One thing to bear in mind is you may need to move the odd pallet here and there just to get it to load in, but yeah, it should be all good. But yeah, Grumpy, I might do. I'll see how I get on with the single player first of all. Just obviously, I haven't got a clue if I need to do any training or anything to start off with, but I'll load it up over the weekend, give it a try, and then we'll see. But there we go, there we go. I think Neil has also just downloaded 7 Days to Die, so if you fancy noobing it up. Yeah. Lee, were you aware that the logistics centre doesn't take anything from the Aurora textiles? It should do. I'm pretty sure I added that in a couple updates ago. Let me have a look while this is going up. If need be, I can always do that as an update as well. Yes, it is. The sweat is in there. Pillows, netting are in there. Sacks are in there as well. So yeah, it does. So make sure you do have the or T-Miller's Food Factory, and I'm pretty sure that was added as well a couple of updates ago. Let's see if I can find the funny name stuff. I'm pretty sure that was in there as well. Let me do this, because it's definitely in an output trigger sacks. I'm sure. Yep, there's that, and then you got tropical. Oh, it's the CBD oils are in there. I'm trying. Right, that's one of T-Miller's, isn't it? The Pandesal. Is it Pandesal? And the Lupa. They're definitely in there. So yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it actually came out a while ago with that update, so let's move that across. There we go. Now, what have I hit? That's the insert key, is it? Scroll lock, there we go. You may have an old... It could be, but obviously it is going to be getting updated this week as well, Surfing, in case you missed it earlier. I've added in, obviously, stuff from Kellogg's. That's going to be added this week, and the Craft Factory, which is now coming out this week as well. So if you wanted to hold off, you're more than welcome to do the update tomorrow, or when Dave says it's good to go. Sorry, I'm just sorting out my windows again now. Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Oh, crap and egg. Hang on a sec. One, there. You, there. 3, there. I think I'm going to need to get another beacon monitor. How are we doing time? Not too bad, not too bad. We've got just over an hour before Mr. Dave goes live. I'm assuming that he's going to be doing a bit of farm sim today.
I assume he's going to be playing some farm sim today.
Coolio. Right, what I'm going to do quickly, I'm actually going to save that there because he's now finished. I can just save that. I'm going to do a quick reload, guys. So you're not looking at a blank screen. I'll put you on the desktop so you can actually see what's going on. Scooby dooby 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 doo dooby doo. I can show you guys the Craft Factory. I like it. It has a few funky new things going on in there. Well, one in particular is going to help you guys getting in and out of it, shall we say. So, I actually got that working. Oh, you're going to behave today? You're going to behave, please? But yeah, have you guys got any plans for the weekend, by the way? Obviously, I'm going to be spending most of the weekend probably decorating and carry on with that. Actually, I wonder if... Oh, you sausage. Behave. Behave. I wonder if I can find the paper to show you while this is reloading. Blue brick. Wallpaper, I think it was called. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, this is the paper we're putting up in our dining room. It's kind of a nice one. Obviously, with the yellow sort of sand look in it, that's kind of where the yellow for the kitchen comes in. It's kind of nice. Looks pretty cool. There we go. Actually, while we're here, anything come out today yet? I'm keeping an eye out for those beacon trailers, but nope. Just an update for... Ooh. Oh no. Dootsfar. There we go. No, we don't want to behave for you. Actually, it's kind of strange. I think over the next few weeks it's meant to be having like a heat wave coming, so I'm not looking forward to it. But it's typical. Before, obviously, at the minute my daughter's still in school. Hey, Amar, I think that is. Welcome in, buddy. Obviously, she doesn't break up for another couple of weeks, and it seems like always, every year, the last few weeks of her school year, it gets really hot, and then it just like ends up being like wet throughout the summer holidays. It's terrible. Hey, Grits fan, how you doing, bud? Good timing. I'm just going to be showing off the Craft Factory. Obviously, this is going to be one of the new factories being added this week. There's also the Kellogg's, like I mentioned, for anyone just joining. Both are going to be buildables, so you can place them down any way you want. You can build them, Obviously, like I've said, I've tried to keep the products going into it for the building similar to what was in 19, and also the products in it to run are around about where it is in 19 as well. Not doing too bad there. Right, so down here. So this is the craft building once it's built. So let me go into flight mode just to show you guys. Makes life a little bit easier. As you can see, I've been doing a few tests in here, but all the doors are working, which is kind of cool. The lights come on around about 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, depending on the season. Obviously, around the back, you have your unload triggers for your water, your milk, and your goat milk. A little bit further along, obviously, I've added the trash option as an output as well. Obviously, the bins at the back here will fill up, as you can see here, with trash bags. Then obviously in front of there is the spawn area if you wanted to move them manually. Obviously on the end here there is just an office that was added in as an extension to the 19. I've just left it as it is. Ooh, what is that? That's kind of weird. I might do a quick update to that because that is not right. Anywho, so products going into it is water, yeast, salt, milk, pallets, goat milk, wheat flour, bacon, cheese, and I put in packaging, not packaging, containers as the master booster. I shall have a look and make sure that is correct. Coming out wise, you have, it's basically a macaroni cheese factory. This is, and obviously you got your original mac and cheese, you got your 4 cheese, just spirals, your white cheddar and bacon, and then also your trash. So let's turn flight mode off. Now in this little corner there is this little remove barrier thing. Now obviously in 19 this was not a removable option, and the biggest issue is over here everyone seems to have an issue getting back out. Exactly, yeah, gamer, Ghost. So what I've actually gone in and done is I've just added an extra trigger for removing those barriers on the side there, just to make it life that little bit easier for getting around. As you can see here, this is where obviously the pallets are going to be spawning, and obviously you've got some nice funky pallets there. You got your spirals. Actually, it's all spirals at the minute. Oh, you have your 4 cheese ones. And that's 4 cheese. Let's see, well, what else we got over here? I can't get to them, but yeah. Each one is very similar, but you obviously on the end-wise they are slightly different. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. So there's that, and let me just double check. So yeah, containers are going to be your master booster. And obviously I've now got a lot of the products in here just to get it up and running, make sure it's tested properly, and yeah, definitely works perfectly fine for me. So this is coming out. Obviously if you're not sure about what it's going to look like when you place it down, so come into the shop. It's going to be a tier 3. That's what I've set it as. I've kept the price around about the same as 19, so 375,000 is the current price. Dave might change that later, who knows. Now obviously with any buildables they will show like that when you go to place them down with the fence around it, but obviously once you place it, that building then disappears, and obviously you're going to need to add in the products to build it. Same with all the other buildables. That is really cool. That's nice. That's cool, Matt. That's very cool. So, like I said, I did try and keep the products going in for the build similar to what it was in 19. There was a couple I had to obviously change. So, products going in. So you got your concrete, 100,000, metal, 100,000, block and pavers at 75,000 on each of them. Then you got your drywall, barriers, and nails and pipe. 50,000, then planks and prefab walls was a one I sort of replaced from a 19 product. It's no longer here, I don't think, if I remember rightly. And obviously 25k for them, so yeah. Obviously you put them in and then it will build. So what I can actually do, I have already tested, I can actually come in here, fill the trigger, and I can just let that run away with itself, shall we say. So let me do this, get into a decent position, and you can just sit and watch it for a little while. How you doing there, NPC?
I'm alright, how about you?
Not too bad. Right, so let's up the time, and you guys can watch it build. Actually, let me see what time we're on, so let's get rid of that. 120 to 40. I'll put it up to about 500, and you can actually watch
I'm
it
back.
build. Welcome back.
Thank you.
There we go. So, yeah, this is just going to be building itself, and yeah. Surfing Cowboy Gaming shout out. Yeah, if you're not following Surfing or any of the other members, make sure to click on their link, give them a follow. How's it going there, Tony Truck? 21. I'm using your tanker, but it won't accept goat milk from the goat barn. It should do. I can test that in just a minute. So yeah, as you can see, it's just going to literally build it. Oh. And it takes, I think it's set to around about a day and a half. It's quite a small build overall, but it's quite a nice little one actually. And I've said it from day one, I think all of these buildable buildings do look so much better in 22. I really, really like them. I do like it. The only problem is it's going to get really dark and you won't be able to see anything. This is the only downside to it. You need some like a mod that allows it a little bit lighter during the day. But yeah, I wonder. I think I know what that is. Reading those letters, I know exactly what that is. I'm gonna have to go through that and change that one, I think. Right. Now, obviously, it may look at times that it's not actually doing anything, but it is. Obviously, it's going to be adding in all the interior stuff as well, so just bear that in mind. At some point, obviously, the office stuff will be coming in. Obviously, the bits inside there will be coming in. But yeah, it is still building. Obviously, up the upper level here will obviously get additional stuff. Actually, let me drop that time down. Maybe just go. There we go. That's all it was. It was just stuck. So yeah, there you go. That's the actual fully built building. Yeah, it just got stuck there on that last little bit. So make sure to turn down the time as well, guys. So remember that, yeah. So as you can see, this is what it's going to look like on the inside with nothing in it. And like before, you can come over here just to this corner and remove those barriers if you wanted to. Also, if you wanted to go and check out the office as well, you can come in over here. The door's open as well. There's that. So yeah, darn good it is. And as you can see from through the night, the lights do pop in inside and out. So yeah, there we go. Right, so which tank are you the one? So Trucker, Tony Trucker, you on about the one that's on my Trello? Because I can possibly test that while I'm here. And what, obviously, what pen are you taking them out of?
I think we should add corn to all the building materials.
I was waiting for that. Oh.
Well, if you were waiting for me to say that, then that means you've already thought about it.
I might have done. It's the in-game pen. Now, obviously, base game pens don't do goats, so that's going to be one big issue. I'm guessing in that case, you're probably using the one that Dave edited for the goats. Let's have a look. Goats, goats, goats. Where the heck's the goats? Goat barn?
They're right next to the boat.
No.
I don't get to mess with them much.
That's dogs, not goats. Now, obviously, there
Oh.
is the goat shed coming out this week. It's these right here that's being updated. I do know that it works with them. Now, obviously, if you haven't seen these yet, obviously, was it last week or the week before? Actually, now. It was initially released with this pen here. Obviously, right here on this edge is where you pick up your milk. But obviously, I've come in and added in different cow fences. You got one just there. You got a second one there. There's also a white picket fence, a dark black brown fence coming in as well. With some of them, there is also the added option, like I mentioned earlier, to have a opening gate if you wanted to, so you can actually back right into them. Obviously, the black fence, the white fence, and I think it was one of the cow ones I chose that will have the fence options there as well. On my Trello, I've actually gone through again. I've removed the milk section. Let me turn that down a sec. I've basically removed this milk and turned them into sheep pens. They're actually on my Trello now as well. And yeah, this is actually, that's one of the other goat ones as well. So let's see. I need to get some goats, go and do some testing. Yeah, I do know that it does work with that one. I'm not even sure where the trigger would be for the goat milk on this one. Possibly where the slurry is. So
There is no slurry on goats. There's a trigger right there for a spout right there.
yeah, is that for the goat milk?
Well, what other liquids come out of the goats?
Well, that could be what it is.
Well, if they have corn on the second day, they get a liquid type of corn that comes out of.
Right. Let me see what you like. So, I'll do this quick test. So, goat. I think goat pallets are still in the map, so that's probably going to be the quickest. And then what I'll do is I'll run it through till they're producing milk. I still reckon that they could add in a quick search on this. Goat G goat feed there. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All the goats produce the same amount of milk.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Quick test.
Except for the males.
Yeah, I've
right,
never actually used this pen myself, so that could be the issue as well. But I did
They
go
produce
in and set mine up in
Wow.
a similar way that Dave has.
I like the red lights.
Yeah, so this is one of the old cow pens, I think it is.
I want to go. I want to change those green.
Oh, I imagine so. What did you smoke, NBC? Right, so keep hitting the wrong number. I want to hit.
Nah, this is the way my brain always thinks.
Well, that's doing that. Let me go grab a tanker. Yeah. Right, so I need a truck. I should use the old man truck. Bye. And we'll grab my tanker. If I've got it here, yes we do. Buy you. Oop. So it will be dark for just a minute. or two. Actually, I can show you Alcoa while I'm here as well, because that is getting an update. So, as I mentioned earlier, the fill planes on some of these were coming through the top. As you can see, I've actually got this pretty well filled up. And yeah, it's not even coming up through the concrete on the coal or bauxite, and the copper are good now as well. So there you go. For all those who are whinging about that coming through, it's been updated. Right. Da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Dam-ba-dam-ba-dam, bam-ba-dam. Oh, this is the fun part, running through, waiting for them to grow up. Oh, fiddlesticks, I haven't got a bridge built up yet, have I? I really need to get some of these bridges built.
Is this your save game?
This is my test map.
Oh, I was
Well,
going to say, you got a lot of stuff built.
my current test map, I should say. Yeah. It's good. Yeah, this. So while we're waiting on that, if you guys have not seen the Kellogg's factory, this is it right here. Obviously, this is what the one by JD. Actually, I did not put the update in here. Actually, I don't think. But he's added in trash, and from what I understand, excuse me, these bins will fill up with trash when it's set to storing. Obviously, you can unload, spawn them out and stuff like that. Obviously, this is the same as it was in 19. The only thing he did do is add in Applejack, I believe it is, or yeah, Applejacks. So yeah, kind of cool. Gives you a new option for some of these stuff. So one thing to bear in mind is not all of these shutters are going to be openable, but you can come over to this door and actually go inside. You can see all the fill planes and stuff raising up and going down. He's done a great job actually. Just out of curiosity, what does Applejack look like? The green one. Yeah, so we've got Applejacks. We got Crunch Honey, Rice Krispies, Frosties, Tony. I like Tony's cool. And your mini wheats, bite-sized ones. And obviously this is, like I said, buildable as well. Where the heck did I put you? Over here. And this is how it's going to look. It's going to be in two sections. The whole thing there that you see, turn it on, is the entire build. And obviously if I just sort of pan across, you can see what the difference is. Obviously this area is going to be like this building here. And then obviously from the towers backwards is going to be this section here. Products going into it will be drywall, glass, metal, concrete, shingle, paver, pipe and planks. Obviously quite low product capacities on them, but yeah. I would have thought it'd be a little bit more, but I believe he's kept it very similar to 19. Also, you got your 3 unload triggers here. The first one is going to be for a lot of you, like your bulk products. The second one is going to be for your oil. Then the last one for honey. For some reason, I thought there was pallets in there. That's why there's a pallet there. Right, how are we getting on over here? Got any milk yet? Not yet. Let's up you time-wise. Just going to do a quick test on this goat pen. I'm hoping that it works. Also notice when building the bread factory it asks for planks, but it should be long planks. Yeah, I know, I made an oops. Oh, hello, we got baby goats producing, baby goats at that, producing cashmere. Interesting. Right, come on goats, come on. To be honest, like Jay Gaming, like I just said to NBC there, this is actually my test map. So this is not my actual save game that I play on. This is just a test map that I've come through and got a few things built due to updates coming out this weekend. Actually, I only restarted this, or started this save game the other day, to be honest. But yeah, as you can see, I've only got like a few hours in here, so. Oh, I'm going to need more food. But yeah, on my actual save game now, I've got steel factory just built, the concrete factory just built, so it's getting there. I'm trying now to figure out what I want to do next, build-wise. Obviously, one of the things I want to try and do on my own save game is look at maybe doing at least 2 more bridges. Obviously, I would need to get my orchard farm set up. I've got the land, I just need to get them harvested. I'm going with the northeast farm. So if you, oh, this really annoys me. I really need to change this. You go into the menu and it keeps saving. But yeah, on the map over this side, the northeast farm. I think Darius started there, X-Man over there, and a few other people. That's where I'm going to be turning into my orchard farm. So, obviously, this is my actually main farm, as it is on my own save game. But yeah, this area here, I'm going to be turning into an orchard farm. At the minute, the main aim is to replace these two with all the orchard trees. Not sure what I'm going to do with 46. I'm thinking maybe like the grapes and coffee eventually there. But yeah, come on, produce milk, will yous. You do so low. Don't go to sleep. Wake up, you silly little buggers. I'm trying to do a test. Oh. We've got an issue. Dave's got an issue. There's an issue with... what was that? Missing UI static view goat in L10N. Ooh. See, like with this cashmere, if you had the containers, you could actually just drop one next to it and load the cashmere straight into them. I just need a tiny little bit to test. Come on. There we go. Get rid of that. Hopefully that's not off of mine. Don't think so. Because I don't think any of my pens actually have goats in them. Nope. Okay. Phew. I almost thought one of my pens was doing that, but it's not. It's Dave's, so that's cool.
It's doing what?
It was coming up with an L10N warning there when the trigger is full with pallets. Right, they're grown up, so just waiting on them to now. It's probably just where I'm speeding through the time. Yeah. Hope. There we go. So we've got a little bit. So let's drop that down. Drop that down. So we do have 520 litres in there currently. Oh, I can't get. I've got that flight mode on, don't I? So let's turn that off. If I'm right, the slurry pipe here should be where you pick up your milk. Interesting.
Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take off now. Have a good one.
Alright.
Have a good one.
Bud.
Take care.
Yeah, that is not working. That's interesting. That trigger's broken. Right, gonna do a quick test as well on my gold pen, just to double check something, because I'm pretty sure it should work as well. So we'll buy 60 of them little buggers, get some food into them. I'm sure I set mine up fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Mind you, saying that I could have always just transferred them across, couldn't I? Have? Right. Come on, pallets. Yeah, there's definitely something not quite right with that trigger, I think. Oh, heck. Go away, go away. Go away. Obviously, one thing to bear in mind with this one, I've only set it up to spawn 6 pallets in the trigger. So you may want to keep an eye on them with the cashmere. Make sure to get rid of it as soon as the trigger's full. Come on, keep going. Come on. 37%. In a town. I suppose it's good if I actually had them double stacking to do 12. I'm trying to figure out my lag issues, and I did a few updates, and now my player speed only works when I jump. That's really weird. That is really, really weird. Right, come on, come on. I need to keep you going. I need to keep you healthy, goats. Oh. See, now I don't know if it's that mine or his. Right, let me slow that down a sec. And let's come here. Let's sell those goats off for a minute. Sell. Well, see if that warning is going to come off my pen as well. I hope not. Let's clear that. Ugh. See, this is the fun part. All the testing we have to do behind the scenes to get all these mods ready for you guys. And obviously every now and again somebody finds one. It's a pain. Right, so there we go. Let's take that up to 500. I need to keep you going. I need to keep you guys healthy. So you produce milk 26. So they're starting to produce, so that's good. I'll let that get a little bit more so I get enough to at least partly fill the tanker. Right, so what's that? So 131 litres. Let's go grab my tanker. And let's drop that time down. I'm sure that's good. That's more than enough. Also, as you can see, there is absolutely nothing in this tanker. If I remember rightly, right about there. Oh, maybe the tanker, I wonder. May have to back into it to get it. Yeah. There we go. Yeah, so back into. As you can see, you've got the fill trigger. Say R key. Up, 245 litres of goat milk. So yeah, I'm guessing there's something not quite right with Dave's goat pen. Then, because that definitely picked up that from there. So that's good. At least I got it right.
I'm guessing there's something not quite right with your trailer.
Well,
Because the trigger works with my trailer.
well, it did pick up with that one. Let's see. No. Right, where is the trigger? It's right there, is it? Okay, so it worked with mine, but not with Dave's. Okay, do I have Mr. Dave's here? Let's have a look. Even mods. Let's try this one. Obviously, this is the one that should be in the pack, unless Dave removed it.
It's not the one that I made, I don't think. I only have the small one that I tested with.
Maybe it's just the trigger's a bit too small.
It's in the trailers section, I think.
Not that one. Oh, that's the orchard stuff. Extras. That's that one.
That trailer. Oh,
We'll buy that one.
there, yeah.
Let's try this one. We'll grab a tractor for all you John Deere fans. I'll even grab a John Deere 6R, which is my favourite John Deere. We'll come back to that other one in just a minute. Test. Teleport. Gotta love it. There we go. Oh, didn't do that. Right then. So according to Mr. Dave, this little tanker should collect the milk from the goat
It worked
pen.
before.
Let's have a peruse. Yep, there you go. So the small tanker that comes in with the map will work. There we go, and it's filling up.
So why does that one work and yours doesn't?
That is a strange one. Let me transfer some of my goatees from here and put them into that pen a sec. I want to test that other tanker. Now I know, as you guys seen,
probably because you have, it's probably not added to the liquid category.
Sure it is.
Is it? Goat milk? I can't remember.
Well, it shows in the... So, let's see. Goat milk, goat milk, goat milk. That could be what it is then. No, because my tanker took it from my pen, so it definitely works. But it wouldn't take it from your pen, but your tanker takes it. That is freaking weird. Doesn't make sense. Let's move some of these and I'll test the other big tanker. We'll just grab a handful of them. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. Why does it work with one tanker and not with the others? Personally, I'll be using my ones anyway, so... Let's see... if I can get into that. Yeah, I think the biggest issue I find with these is the triggers are so friggin' small. Out of the way, dude. Are you gonna allow me to get in there? This is why I changed them. This is why I freaking changed them. There we go. Can I just get into the trigger, please? Where is the trigger anyway? Yeah, see, it's literally right by the door. That is friggin' redonkulous, if you ask me. Extend the friggin' trigger! Giants. So I'm going to blame them because it was their pen to start off with. Now, can I back into that? Let's see. There we go. Move! Right. Let's go try that other tanker a sec. I need another truck. Let's go with a Mac this time. And try that one. Obviously this tanker is the one that was converted from 19. Normally you have all the different decals and stuff on it, so let's test and see. Obviously the tanker that I've done myself that's on my trailer, that is literally just base game one, and it's reading from the different liquid categories within the map, the game. And yeah, that's the same as well. Unless it hasn't got any goat's milk yet. Yeah, that might help. Let's get some goat milk in here. Pallets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep these girls happy. There we go. We're producing some milk now. Right. Oop. Let's see. That is just really strange. Get up. Big goat here. That is really strange how it works with that one tanker. The small one, and not the bigger ones. It doesn't make sense to me. Because they're pretty much set up the same way. Aren't they? Did you do yours field times or are they through the categories?
I can't remember.
Just out of interest. I don't know if there's any milk left, but that's one way to cheat. What do you mean there, Crywise? I'm testing. I can cheat as much as I like. Yep, so I'm definitely getting the trigger with that, so that is really weird. So yeah, that will take it there. Will it? Is there much in there? I don't know. I'm getting a little pop up. Yeah, there's no goat milk actually in there, but also when I go off the trigger, it is giving me the start filling in the menu, so that definitely works. So what's the difference? Oh, so mine's is slightly raised, which could be what it is. Trigger wise. Obviously I made mine quite a large box, that could be why I'm getting it working there and not on yours. Yeah. Yeah, because that's the trigger there, isn't it? Obviously Dave's one's quite low, so maybe that is just not hitting the fill trigger for the tanker. As you can see, it works perfectly fine with mine though, so yeah.
So turn on your wireframe on your vehicle. Where's the trigger?
Oh. So
The triggers on the vehicles, F5, not the wireframe, the triggers. Go back to the trigger view.
So there's my one. Obviously this is a base game trailer. I haven't done anything with the triggers apart from change the capacity to fuel type categories, liquid, oh, was it slurry? It was 3 different categories. Can't remember. It was so long ago. But yeah. So you got the big box, big box. Yeah. That's for the. That's the shape. Yeah. So I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, obviously, like I mentioned, my goat shed will be getting an update this week anyway. So as you can see, it does work on with the big tankers. But yeah, if you are using obviously Dave's little pen there, goat pen, use the small tanker. That little one there that comes with the map. It's under the PV category, so under P tools and extras. It's this one right here. Use that one if you are using that small goat pen. Yeah, because that is the one for the goat milk, the lighter blue, isn't it? So, yes. So obviously if you're using any of these other ones like my one or this one, it will accept the milk, but obviously there's a funky things going on with the triggers there. But no worries, yeah. But thanks for pointing that out. Obviously I didn't even know myself, to be honest. So, but yeah, thank you Tony for that. And hopefully Dave will be going live in about 5-10 minutes.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So have you released the goat pen? It was initially released last week, or not the last week, the week before. Sim Game Matt. Through the mod folder switcher. Now obviously you will have just one pen at the minute. It's going to be this pen right here with the funny chicken wire in that. Obviously it'll be in the mod pack, but obviously like I said, it is getting an update this week. Obviously it would have been out last week, but Dave decided to take a week off. Obviously it's going to add in obviously 8 I think it's going to be 8 pens overall. Different fence configurations and stuff. So you got like a cow fence 1, cow fence 2. And then, like I mentioned a little while ago, you got your white and your dark brown fence there. Plus, obviously, there's going to be 3 that have the gate option as well. Actually, I'm actually using, I think it's this one here, on my save game currently. And obviously, on my Trello, there is the sheep version, which is exactly the same one, but it doesn't have the milk option, so yeah. You're more than welcome to grab that off of my Trello. But actually, while I think about it, if it's okay with Dave, would you mind if I handed that out to people, the goat shed one?
Not at all.
Yeah, okay. Let me grab you guys a link for those goat sheds. And you can start playing around with it, checking that out. Dave. Goat shed. Share. Copy. Done. And I will pop that in chat for you. There you go. So that's those 8. But like I said, on my Trello there is the sheep option as well. Now, obviously, one thing that will be coming this week is the Tashi Cat Rescue. Now, with this, just quickly, I'm just going to try and waste a little bit of time really before Dave goes live. With this one, it's basically giving you an option for your morale and labour and stuff like that to be added into your apartments and your houses in the game. So what you have to basically do is place this down. You can bring your cats and your dogs to it. Obviously they do have to be a minimum, I think it's 6 months if I remember rightly. The trigger is at the back here for unloading, and it will accept all cats and the dogs. Bear that in mind. Trying to think of what I set the maximum to. I think it worked out to about 12 or 13 in-game years. Let me bring up the XML a sec. I'll show you guys. So, so you got your
in-game months.
Yeah. So cats and dogs. Yeah. It's going to output cat morale, which goes to the houses and apartments, which then puts out morale and your support. So there you go. So okay, health. Yeah. So with the cats, so cats and dogs is a minimum of 6 months in game. For the dogs, a maximum of 144 in-game months. The cats, which do last a little bit longer, 156 months, which around about 12 to 13 years for that. Who knows, Dave may end up fiddling around with some of these, who knows, so they may change. But yeah, all of this is hidden, and obviously the support morale goes over to like the houses and all that, just to add a bit of a boost into things. Kind of cool, I like it. And it works. Obviously you will need some electric as well to go in this as well, just so you are aware. I do like to be a bit of a pain, but you can walk in if you want. I've obviously decorated it a little bit since I first showed it off. Got a nice little reception area, and if anybody is curious, yes, look, I even got the SGA website on there. So if you wanted to, you can go to the SGA mods website or Trello, I should say, and yeah, find loads of great mods over there, as well as the download links if you're not using the mod folder switcher. Obviously, doors work if you want to walk in and out. Yeah, this was actually created by Reliant Robin. He actually built it and then sent me it to finish it off. He did a great job on, and he's actually doing a lot of the models recently to bring them into the game, so it's kind of cool. And obviously, you've got your pens over there, so yeah. So as we've got a few more minutes before Dave goes live, is there any more questions or issues you guys are having?
I'm having all sorts of issues, but I don't know if we can solve them in this amount of time.
Oh, well, you got a few minutes, give it a try.
Yeah. So my conveyor belts and no, joke.
They're too slow?
Well, that's part of the problem.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Have they actually brought any mods out for update 8 yet?
No, not yet. The mod folder manager is still down.
Oh, dang it.
As soon as that goes live, a lot of them will come up.
Oh, something at least. Alright, let's take you up to 500. And we're just going to sit here watching this for the last few minutes. Building. Oh, look, there's the first bit. Come in. So there you go. You can actually see it being built. Let's see if I can get it centralized a little bit easier. There we go. But yeah, obviously Mr. JD fan. Obviously you've probably seen him around in people's chats. Obviously he does jump into Discord from time to time, especially with X-Man, so you'll know him. Make sure when you do see him around or you hear him in Discords, make sure to say thank you to him for doing this. He did a pretty good job for that of it, that's for sure. Oh, hello. Good old Tony the Tiger. Gotta love it. I can come back a little bit. But yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I still love watching some of these buildings being built. They are really, really good. Especially the ones where they've got like the little blocks, like the craft one earlier, where you actually seeing each of the blocks coming in. Same with the steel factory, the concrete, just seeing those blocks coming in. It just amazes me. Now one thing I did mention previously, one of the factories I want to get back in is Smuckers. Now I have reached out to Mr. Braven, who's done the revamp mod. Obviously a while ago he did mention about adding in a add-on option for the factories. He hasn't got back to me yet. I'm hoping he's probably gotten back to me at some point today with any luck to see how he's getting on with that. And basically what would happen is you'll be placed down the building itself, then you'll have to add in something to unlock each line. What I might just do is have at least one open just so you can get it up and running. But it's literally, we'll have to wait and see. I think at the minute it's about 5, maybe 6 different products are coming out of that. I can't remember the exact amount from 19. Obviously, that's still to be set up anyway. But yeah, I think that factory having the option to add in something, say for instance, parts and motors, for example, to unlock a next line would be kind of cool. Now, is this just stopped or is it just me? Oh no, it's still going, it's still going. Come on. You know you want to. Let me put the HUD back on. So that's on 360. Wrong way. Yeah, I don't recommend going up really high. Hey Kermit, how you doing, bud? How was your vacation in Germany, sir? God, this really takes a while to build, doesn't it? Let's see, I heard a ding dong. Is that Mr. Dave going live, is it? It is, so let's bring that up. You are muted. You're doing 7 Days to Die and Farm Sim 22, are you?
What?
Yeah, your integrations for 7 Days to Die is still there. You might want to deactivate them.
I don't know if you can. Just remove it. It shouldn't be there.
They're shown to me anyway. It was great, worked hard, but got to do some other sides. Yes, well, I know. Now, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it on Facebook. Some of the guys that were actually at TwitchCon actually came over to the UK and went to Diddley Squat Farms. If you don't know what that is, that's the farm that Jeremy Clarkson owns. They actually went over there, spent some time with Caleb, had a good chat, and yeah, overall just had a great time from the sounds of it. If I remember rightly, it was DJ Goham was there, Virtual Farmer, and a few of the other guys. It was really good to see that they actually spent a bit of time over here, and yeah, before heading back home, so it's kind of cool. May have had something to do with making that happen. Yeah, Farmer Cop, that's the one in Silipi, yeah. Silipi, yeah. But yeah, definitely cool. Why is this thing not taking so long to be can build? Have you gotten stuck again? Let's take that up a bit. Da, da, da. This thing doesn't like me today. There we go, come on. But yeah, obviously once this thing's built, obviously that fence will disappear and you'll be able to start putting your products in. But yeah, very cool. Now, obviously Mr. Kerminator Live is the Giants representative. It's kind of cool. And I feel honoured that he's here. Right before raiding over to Mr. Dashnet to see what he's up to today. And obviously, speaking of Mr. Dashnet, we are going to go to my ending screen. I am going to get some credits rolling. And we're going to go over and see Mr. Dave and see what he's up to today. But yeah, thanks guys for coming over. And obviously, a big thank you to obviously Mr. Kerminator for all your hard work at Giants. It is really appreciated. Much appreciated for definite. So let me find Mr. Dave. There he is. We'll get this raid going. Obviously, I want to get you over there so you don't miss anything at all. But obviously, stick with this, guys. We are going to go over to Dave in a few seconds. And let me get rid of this friggin' thing if I can. Probably not. And obviously, I will be back again on Monday. Have a great weekend, guys. I'm going to be decorating for the most part. But yeah. Thank you, and you too, Mr. Kerminator. So, as I mentioned, we are going to go see Dave, so we're going to go over there. Catch you guys later, and I'll see you over there in Dave's stream. Bye for now.
Woo.
Deck